Hey everybody, so I have another job for the Terramite, the T5c Terramite with the Kohler engine. And today what we're going to do is go over and dig a stump out that is going to be right where a large address stone is being made and going to be placed. But first we have to get rid of that stump. So here's the Terramite T5C Stump Removal job. Hope you like it. Okay, so something I didn't show on the last video, but that I do every time, is my pre-running, whatever you want to say, inspection or fluid checks and stuff on this equipment. All of the equipment I've got is older and has been bought used at the end of its life, basically, from a construction or rental standpoint. My guess is this machine was a rental. I bought it off somebody that got it from them, so I have no idea. But like I said, walked around the machine. It looks like that tire is low, that front tire, so I'll put some air in that. It wasn't that long ago that I had this back left tire fixed. It had a puncture in it, and recently put a new wheel bearing on that wheel. But so I'm going to add air to the front right tire. The way all the engine is accessed on this is by just lifting up this handle. So and the deal that I've run into a few times, there's the gas cap, there's the gas tank. If that hood is like that, you can't really run the engine and work on it because it won't get gas. But okay, so we'll check the oil first, probably the most important. And the oil, like I said, I changed it a couple jobs ago, so it looks pretty good, but it's just a tad low, so I'm going to put a little bit of 10W30 in that. Number one thing you can do to make your life good is check the oil in your equipment. I have a friend that was using a lawnmower at the Humane Society, and she enjoyed mowing the grass. She had no idea that you had to check the oil. And when that lawnmower blew up, she no longer had a little hobby. So, okay, so I'm going to add oil. Let's see, what else can we do? Okay, the other main fluid on this Terramite T5C is the hydraulic fluid. Let me wipe this tank off. Okay, so the other fluid is the hydraulic fluid, and you will drive yourself crazy spinning this cap trying to get it off, because that's a vent cap that freely spins, I guess, to make sure it doesn't lose its ability to vent. So it actually takes a wrench in that nut, and then it comes off pretty easy. It's not like it's super tight or nothing, but that silver cap will sit there and spin for days and you will not get access. Okay, and here we have a dipstick. Where'd my rag go? And so we need some hydraulic fluid too. This uses 30 weight motor oil instead of like hydraulic fluid or tractor fluid, so we'll top that off as well. Okay, and I'd buy this oil in these bulk 5-gallon cans at Tractor Supply. This also don't crap in here. Running this sawmill, I've got fine sawdust on everything. Got it out now. Alrighty, and we'll check the dipstick. And as I thought, a little more. This thing has a few leaking cylinders. So it's not a surprise when I have to add quite a bit of the hydraulic oil. I had one rebuilt and it stopped leaking, but that was like 1 of 10 leaks. That was just like ridiculously leaky. I've been watching YouTube videos on how to change cylinder seals myself, but I haven't decided to tackle that project yet. Alrighty then, and we are now full. So put this cap back on. Again, you can drive yourself nuts sitting there spinning this thing, trying to make it go on, because you actually have to spin that nut that's underneath it. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get it most of the way there finger tight or finger loosened when it comes time to take it off. All right, and just a snug. Okay, the engine oil on this looked like maybe just slightly below the full, so maybe a ½ quart or so. So I'm going to use this Shell 10W30, and I buy this in gallons, because it's not uncommon for me to have to add a ½ quart or a quart to this equipment before I use it. So let's go put this in. Okay, let's check, see where that's at. Okay, and that brought it right up to the top of the stick. So we are now good on engine oil. We're good on hydraulic fluid. Throw a little air in that tire and we'll get ready to go dig this stump out. Okay, so the last maintenance item is to grease everything. And this thing, I've never counted them, but I bet it's got 30 to 50 grease zerks on it. So we'll go around and grease this thing up and get this job underway. And what I do is I just start somewhere and then go around the machine till I get back to it. There's something satisfying about watching grease come out of joints. Or maybe I'm just a weirdo. I'm sure I am. Okay, here's one down here. I think I might have to move the machine a little bit to get to. Yeah, I'll have to lift that up. Okay, so like this fitting down here, just wipe it off first. No reason to pump all that dirt in there. See if I can do this one-handed, or maybe this. It's not like there's a shortage of steel around here to put that magnetic base on. So this on, and out it comes. All right, continue around. Got grease on my gloves now. I'm afraid to touch my camera. Okay, basically just every place there's a pin has a grease zerk. Some are inside, some are outside. So I'll get this thing greased up and we'll take off. I don't suppose you guys care to watch the entire process, so I won't bore you with it. Okay, the biggest problem I've got with this DeWalt grease gun is that it uses those batteries, and primarily what we use our DeWalt tools for is woodworking, and grease and woodworking do not mix very well. So I use that grease gun, I love it, but after I'm done I have to clean that battery up real well under threat of extreme prejudice from Maggie. Okay, so this is a tractor tire, so it's not going to take 50 pounds of air. What I'm going to do is inflate it to where it looks good, and then we'll see what pressure that is. So it shows almost nothing on the gauge. We're going to travel about a half mile round trip to do this job, which is one of the reasons, probably the only valid reason that I'm not using the excavator. I don't really want to track my rubber tracked excavator a half mile to dig out a stump that's going to take hopefully about 10 seconds to do. Okay, so the air's looking good. That ended up being 20 psi, which is probably way overinflated for a tractor tire, but it's not like this thing's a traction king or four-wheel drive or nothing, so that will work. The other maintenance issue that I do routinely on this equipment is I try not to buy batteries, so I'll put these things on battery chargers. I don't use the battery tenders. I've actually fried some batteries with long-term battery tender use. So here's how you start it. Open the throttle. I'm gonna pull the choke and see what it does. Okay, it's been running, so let's unchoke it. Alrighty then, so here's the stump. And you can see by the chainsaw lines in it and how low it's cut. This has been, and he's tried to get rid of it in the past. It looks like the lawnmower can run right over it, but he's gonna have a large address rock that's a poured concrete deal, but anyway, being made right now, and he wants to set it right in the spot. So we're gonna take the Terramite T5C and see if we can get rid of it. One of the reasons I brought this machine instead of the mini excavator, the 35G, is it took about, I don't know, under 10 minutes to drive over here with this wheeled machine. That's about twice as fast as what the mini excavator would do. Also, the tires on this are not going to really be worn by driving down the road, where driving down the road on those rubber excavator tracks is not ideal. So the other thing is, with both machines, I try to keep both of them working, and I honestly use the excavator 10 times for every one time I use this. So I figured it would be a good time to get the Terramite out and get it maintenanced and get it exercised. All right, let's do it. Alrighty, well, that was about the easiest job I've ever seen. I sure wouldn't have wanted to do it with a shovel, but literally about 2 scoops, busting a couple roots out on the side, and that thing came right out. And it wasn't a little stump. You can see how far down in the ground it still went. Of course, it's been dead, I bet, every bit of, I'm gonna say 10 years, but it could have been 15. They took that tree down when they built that building. So I'm sure glad I didn't drive the excavator all the way over here for that. Well, let's go back and put the Terramite away, see what else we can do today. Of course, we won't tell Bill how long it took to do that. We don't want to shortchange our hour sheet, you know, right? You know, because I make time and a half free. So, you know, and then like 4-hour minimum at free per hour. But it's just nice to be able to help them out and get to use this equipment. We're really blessed. Appreciate it. Have a good one, y'all. Alrighty, so the T5C is back in its little parking spot, and that job went extremely well. Gave me a chance to get some maintenance done on this machine and also a chance to exercise it. So kind of a win-win. Hope you enjoyed the video. I just can't express how grateful I am that I've got this machine. It was the first piece of equipment that we owned, and honestly, I would not have been able to build this house without it. So, mostly because I didn't have the mini excavator at that time. But hey, you got to start somewhere, and this machine for me and for us was an awesome start. So have a great day, everybody. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. We out.